Run here down the channel, in towards Kickoff and Gota! And from despair to delight, the City fans celebrate. Would you believe it?
Manchester City have one hand on the FA Cup. It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! Watch it, drink it in. De Bruyne. Gundogan again. The king of comebacks. There's a good try. Oh, incredible. Ilkay Gundogan. Right from the start. That is stunning. They've done it. They've done it. Manchester City have done it. Once, twice, 3 times the champion. Champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers, for the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Typical City. I hope you're all good. I'm not. This has been bugging out all day, unfortunately. And I'm struggling. This is working right now, but my clock isn't. It's just such a buggy piece of shit, man. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all looking forward to a bit of FA Cup football. Pep's done it. He's done it. I told him not to, but he's done it. He's changed everything. He's changed everything, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to get this working, and I'm struggling right now. Bear with me. Anyway, I hope you're all good. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, unbelievable team news, really, considering, you know, the fact that we actually want to progress here. I want to get through and win this FA Cup, but it ain't happening if we take it half seriously. And I mean, the players that are there is good, and I like part of what I see in terms of the team news being strong in midfield with physicality in there. I like that. But what I don't like is too much change at once. Jonny the red ear bloody reindeer. I'm going red now because I'm getting annoyed with how much faffing I've got to do. I'm sorry, everybody. I'll be sorted in a minute. I'm really sorry about this. Let me just sort things out. Temperamental, man. And anyway, yeah. So I'm trying to juggle two things at once here. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. What is going on here, man? Reinders in midfield. I was hoping to see that. I was hoping to see Nico O'Reilly back, but Haaland's missing again. Can someone explain to me why Haaland is missing again and not even on the bench? It's a concern, man, because he missed that game before. Why? I'm still waiting to find out why. I'm also waiting to find out why this fucking clock won't work. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, man. I really don't know. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry, everybody. Let's say hi to everybody before we crack on. Let's say hi. Rockstar was in here nice and early. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? Hello, Johnny. After playing Newcastle 4 times this season and beating them 3 out of the 4 times, I feel like they will be out for blood. Yeah, man. I think you're right. In all honesty, but you're going for an ugly 1-0 win. I'd take it, man. Anything to get through, mate. Anything to get through. Murloc, good to see you. Hope you're good. Gone 2-1. And Church as well. The tune will be gone down tune for a bottle of Brune after today's hammering. 6-0 to the Sky Blue Juggernaut. Big at Church. How you doing, mate? And Phil, good to see you. Johnny, greetings, everyone. I'm confident for this one. Nope. I'm going to predict a City defeat. Nope. I'll quietly predict 2-3 to City. Come on, Blues. I think we could be going to penalties, to be honest, today. At best, I think we're going to struggle in this game, I do. I hope I'm wrong, though. Good to see you, Cindy. Appreciate the kind words. SRP, good to see you as well. Treble is still on. That it is. Quadruple still on, mate. Yo, guys, said Samar, True Blue. This is going to be a tough one. City need to bounce back. We do indeed. Yes, RG Sneaks and Alaric as well. Please, can we go 1 game without getting shafted by the ref or V? I'd love that to happen, mate. I would love that to happen. Yeah, I'm going to have 1 more crack at getting this working because it just ain't. We'll give it another go, shall we? We'll see what happens. Because everyone gets arsey about the clock, don't they? You all get proper arsey about it, so I'm hoping it can work, but it doesn't look like it is, unfortunately. It doesn't look like it's going to work. Hang on a minute. Right, Jorginho, thanks for the super chat, mate. What are you doing here, mate? What are you doing here, man? This is the wrong place for you. But big up to you. That's a Newcastle fan who's a decent one. They're all decent, to be fair, Geordies. Meeting 4-4-1 of this season. Need a run. HWTL. I don't know. Hawaii the tune. Is that? I don't know what that means, mate. But big up, mate. I hope you're good. I hope you lose, but I hope you're good. And Christine as well. Thanks for the super chat. Hello, fellow Blues. My 4-year-old grandson, a Toon fan, told me that if we win, his daddy will kick me out of their house. Christine, it's brutal. That is brutal. Good to see Mullet as well. I saw you won some money earlier, mate. I saw that just as I was trying to fix the clock, and I'm still struggling now, mate. But yeah, big up, man. I hope you get the afternoon you want as well. Big up Douglas as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right. I don't know what's going on here, to be honest with you. Let's give it 1 more go, shall we? Let's give it 1 more go. But, yeah, what I do like is the defence. I do like the defence because it's got pace in there. Nunes and Kusanov together, that's good news. That's really good news. Stones is an interesting one. Is it? I mean, are we going to see a bit of a throwback to the treble-winning formation where we had that box in midfield that was good and John Stones was pushing in and out of it? We could see something like that, to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised if we do, but I'm predicting John Stones to play a little bit, potentially pushing forward, but, you know, it's going to be a bit of a basketball match, this. And I think Pep's set up to sort of counter the Newcastle expected formation, but it's not their typical 4-3-3. So it's going to be interesting to see what Voltamada does as well. The electric tomato. I'll go on about the team news in a minute for Newcastle as well. This honestly, this is like the shittest piece of software known to fucking man. It really is. It really is. Right. Hang on a minute. It's bugging out, man. I can't even see the chat now. I can't even see the chat. What is going on here, man? I can't even... Sorry, guys. I can't even read your chat now. It's completely gone to shit. What a joke. Can you even see? I can't even ask you if I'm live now. My whole it's just completely bugging out. I'm hoping I'm still live. I might not be. I've no idea, to be honest with you, chat. Let me change browser. Are you still there? Are you still there, chat? It's not moving, man. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking about a restart, to be honest. I saw that, Mark Burns. It started working as soon as I saw that. I'm thinking about restarting it, yeah. I might do. Because it is bugging out. Fuck's sake, man. It's meant to be simple, this. It's not meant to be a difficult job, and it's really, really turning out to be more work than it's worth, to be honest with you. Man, I can fit. Look at them getting angry, them ears, man. Look at that. Don't know if you can see or not, but could be talking to myself again. Who knows? Who knows? We'll get there. We've got 10 minutes before the game, so go and do something. Go and get yourself a brew or do something else, because I'm fucking useless right now. Absolutely useless. Yeah. This ain't working, man. This just ain't working. I don't know. Sorry, everybody, about this. I'm really, really sorry, man. I don't know if I'm back. Don't know. Chat, it's moving. I can see it moving. Chat, am I here? Am I here? Am I here? Chat, am I here? I don't know. I don't know. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Chat. Am I back? Am I back? Oh, is it working? Right, fucking I'm so sorry, man. It's fucking rubbish. Fucking rubbish, man. Sorry, everybody, man. Little restart, did it. I mean, the fact that you stuck around, you guys are fucking legends, man. I don't believe you that you've even stuck around here. Tell you what, if it was the other way around, I would have absolutely left you. To be honest, I'd have been like, unprofessional. Unprofessional. And I mean, still got a few things to work out. But I know, you're right, Cindy. It annoys me with technology when it doesn't work and it's just like there's no reason for it. You know what I mean? If there's ever an omen that we're not winning tonight, for me anyway, it's this. Right now, we're living it right now. Come on, City. How long have we got left? I'm not even watching the right game. I'm watching Wrexham Chelsea. Maybe that's the problem. I'm so sorry, everybody. It makes me feel guilty, man, because it's not a difficult job. It's not fucking landing like NASA plane fucking rockets or brain surgery and any of this bollocks that I'm doing here. It's very, very simple stuff. It's just, you kind of want it to just work as intended. Right, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I am back. Cold Palmer. Oh, chat's not even working now. I'm trying to click on chat and that's not working because I've got to redo the whole... You've got to pull a face or you lose your mind. Setting up the whole thing again, man. I can't believe it. Can't believe it, right. Jonathan, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Because I'm angry. I was fine when I started. I got annoyed. Yeah, me too, mate. I don't blame you. Right. Hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then I don't blame you. Because why would you like this? Well, who likes this? No one enjoys this. 3 minutes to go and I'm just like, yeah. It's all right. I come prepared, I say. I come prepared. I've got cool... Let's cool them down, man. Let's cool them down. I've already had a beer as well. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's a bit of the problem right there. We are starting Savino, so let's talk about it in the, 3 minutes before kickoff. Yeah. Savinho is starting. We're going for a wide options. Doku on the left, Savinho on the right, Marmoush through the middle. Nico Gonzalez, I'm okay with that. I'm pleased to see him play, getting some minutes, which is good. Reinders and O'Reilly is good to see him back. So, albeit Pep has made 10 changes, I actually still think there's a possibility we could win this game, and that would be unbelievable and absolutely... Oh, by the way, the fact that he's made 10 changes, that's utterly shattered the illusion of Pep watches this channel. That's completely gone. Because I said, don't do it. Don't do it, Pep. Don't change anything. I don't know why I said it like that. I definitely didn't speak in that accent during the video, though I probably should have done. And Pep was like, I'm going to do it, John. I'm going to do it. And then he did it. He made 10 changes. So, yeah. I wonder where the clock... It all started with the clock not working. And then the chat, I don't know what it is. I get this like RAM error message, and I've got 64 gig of RAM. 64 gig. It's not even 32. 64 gig of RAM. There's absolutely no reason for me to be getting like, oh, you need a bit more RAM. Like, you fucking RAM this. Do you know what I mean? Should we test it? Should we put the look into the future and put the scoreline on to see if it works? Yes, it's working. Right, game's about to get underway. Sorry, everybody. I hope anyone didn't send a super chat because I've completely lost access to anything while I was restarting. If you did, I apologise. But yeah, Savinho's starting, man. He's starting. I'm still annoyed. I've not gotten over how annoying that was just then. Really annoying. Really like Savio. I see a player in there. He's just in front of goal, man. The guy's just unbelievably bad at finishing, isn't he, Savinho? Right, game's about to get underway. Come on, City. Let's get us into the next round. But yeah, there's plenty. There's more I don't like about Savinho than I do like, but I'm not quite there yet in terms of writing him off as a player that's good enough for this club. I'm not there yet. I'm still, got a bit of belief in him. I see glimpses of quality in there, and I still think he could become a good player for us. I still believe it. And a lot of the reason why I still believe is because Pep still believes, to be fair. Because I have so much faith in him. I have so much trust in Pep. And it's not blindly following Pep Guardiola, mind you. I'm not doing that. But what I am doing is, bowing down to a master that is clearly more knowledgeable than any of us at this game. Ball in. Shaking my head. Free kick to City. Like a bit of chaos to start the game with. Nothing wrong with that. That's what we do. Breathe. Just breathe. Pissing beer everywhere. Can't even pour a fucking beer. What's wrong with this fucking... I've not opened it properly, that's what's wrong. Ryan, alright lads, no stupid shit. Right, talk there. I'm trying, mate. I'm trying. I can't pour a beer or start a stream successfully. We're getting there. Right, let's go. Beer, poured, stream, started, clock, working. Corner to Newcastle. Let's go. The electric tomato looking lively. Ball in, up in the way. Asula is starting for Newcastle as well. Tonali crosses it back in, but that's going to curve its way. That was I like that. That's physics. Bit of physics for you there. The spin on the ball, keeping it in play, just about. Nico O'Reilly trying to come down the left side, but Joe Willock takes it off him. I'll give you the team now. Go on and just sort out these other things as well. So we've got Ramsdale, Trippier, Botman. The man that is Botman. Malik Chow, Lewis Hall at left back. Looks like they've actually gone with a 2 rather than a 3, with Voltamada potentially dropping. Ball here to Jonny, puts it wide. Asking for a penalty here, City. It was another one of those. Isn't this the same ref that completely botched it in the last game? Foden getting a shot away. I'm sorry, but that looks like a penalty to me. It's not as bad as Foden's. And I mean, if they're not going to give Foden's, they're not going to give that, are they? But no, they're not going to give that. He got his shot away. I've always been a bit of a thinker in terms of like thinking about getting your shot away. If you do get your shot away, you know, I'm not sure it is always a foul. But the fact that, was it Botman who took out, or was it Shah? I think it was Fabian Shah who took out Foden. It was such like a massive wipeout that it was like, come on, you can't not give that. Just completely cleaned him out. Kasanov here with a good bit of defending. Cushions it back to Trafford. Big up Jorginho. City 6-0. You're all clearly on the strong stuff. To be fair, that's Church's tradition, mate. I know you don't come in here every stream, but Church does. And every stream he predicts 6-0. But he probably is on the strong stuff as well, which is probably why he does it every stream. But yeah, you're right. It is a very unrealistic scoreline prediction, but it's definitely not a serious one. I wouldn't take that too seriously. Doku tried to do it was a bit of a shimmy, but no shimmy-ya there. Gave it away. Nico G. It feels like an eternity since we've seen him play football. I'm sure he's come on recently, a couple of like substitute appearances here and there, but I know, man. I know Messi. He's shattered the illusion. I told you he doesn't watch this channel, but if any of you believe that, then you've been sorely disappointed. Savinho dives. That's a clear dive. But I think he might have won a corner. It was terrible, that, wasn't it, what we just saw from Savinho? And I'm not trying to have a pop at him, but I mean, that was such a blatant dive, that was, man. Come on. Get my ugly face off the screen, would you please? Thank you very much. Thanks for your perseverance, Johnny. Phil, I appreciate you saying that, mate, because I was this close, man, to just going, see you later, and sending you all a message of apologies. But I'm so glad we're here, man. I'm relieved that I've not let you down, because you guys put a nice, healthy amount of pressure on me, and it's nice, the relationship that we have, that you want me to make content and stuff. There are times when I wake up and I'm like, you know, I do it mostly, you know, for me, because, you know, you got to make a living at the end of the day, haven't you? But there are days where it's like, you know what, I want to do it because people are so kind and ask for it, you know, and that give and take that we have, man, it's good. So I'm glad I persevered, mate, and I'm glad you're still here, because your loyalty is appreciated, man. You and many others in the chat. Big up to all of you. Newcastle bringing it forward here. Alanga. Got a turn of pace him, and he's absolutely rapid. Still not seen anywhere near. That's a foul, isn't it? No, says the referee. I think this is the same referee. What question, mate? Johnny, which app do you use to live stream matches? OBS. OBS, and it was just bugging out. But I also use a clock app that I think started it, and for some reason it's called Scoreboard Plus version 1.8.1.dev. So yeah, I use this scoreboard app, and I need to check like my task manager. Savinho to the byline, chops it back, lovely, keeps the ball, really good from Savinho. That just got to get some end product there now. Cuts it back to John Stones. Yeah, I need to check like what the usage is while this is running, because it keeps coming up with this weird RAM error message that I've never seen in my life. Anyway, never mind. But Savinho's looking lively so far. A lot of that ball's headed down his side. Nice bit of skill here and there. He's not got a cross into the box yet. And then he's casually let it out for a throw in here. But I think everyone, as a City fan, is just looking at Savinho and thinking, if you just scored a few more goals, man, you'd be thought of in such higher regard, man. You really would. If you just pop the ball in the back of the net once in a while, people would be quite forgiving of the games where you miss the odd chance, because I think he does create danger. He creates danger, not necessarily opportunities from the danger, but he gets us into the final third, and it's like, oh, you're so close to doing something, man. And then he doesn't. He just doesn't. It's either like, even the other day, it's like, he can't win, can he? Like, he's cleared off the line by his Brazilian mate, Mario. Yeah, just not going his way in a City shirt right now. And I still think there might be a moment where it turns for him. But yeah, the fact that he was, some people say he wasn't angling for a move to Spurs. I personally think he was he was thinking about, imagine now him at Spurs, like Spurs, by the way, we need to have a chat about them. I think I might be one of the few people that doesn't want them to go down. One of the very few. Shot saved by Trafford, straight at him. The reason for that is because if Arsenal win the league and Spurs go down, can you imagine? The Arsenal fans, they're already insufferable. They'll be insufferable by winning the league. And then add to that, I don't want to give them any more happiness. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve that amount of happiness. Like us winning the league and United getting relegated. We've never had that level of happiness. And of all the fan bases that don't deserve it, it's Arsenal fan base. They don't deserve that at all. So for that reason alone, I want them to stay up. But thinking about the long game, Spurs going down and never coming back. With Pep Guardiola at the helm, we're winning every single league from that point onwards. Because we're not going to drop 6 more points every year. We're getting 6 extra points depending on which team comes up instead, whether it be Coventry or Middlesbrough or whoever else could possibly come up. There's quite a big queue building up in the Championship for that playoff spot. But point being is, we're more likely to beat them than Spurs. So I would like to get rid of them in that regard, but not when Arsenal win the league. Lovely little flick there by Savinho, but now he's trying to referee the game, man. Just keep running after it. He just turned and did that to the linesman as he had his shirt pulled. It's Savinho versus Newcastle at the minute, though, because I haven't seen City do much else. It's all Savinho, in all honesty, but ball over the top. Here's a really good one. Just one simple ball, man. Asula's in. Oh, what is that? It's still bobbling around. What a bit of defending by both John Stones and Kusanov. Brilliant defending from those two. The pass is concerning, how easy that little lofted ball like that through. Tonali just whipping it into a channel like that. And Asula's away. His first touch lets him down. It lets John Stones get hold of him a little bit and slow him down. And then he gets his body in the way, John Stones. But he gets a bit unlucky as well. And the ball bobbles his way through him. But Kusanov is sweeping in behind him with a slide tackle, as I think it was Barnes who was going to pop it in the back of the net, had Kusanov not turned up in the last second there. Good bit of defending from the 2 centre-backs though, man. Big up Raymad. 2-1 City today. Hit the likes, peeps. Yeah, please do. Hit the likes. What are we on? 300 and... something up to 300. Trafford. No. Off the line! Up in the air. Bobbling. Clear it. Breakaway. No, it's coming back. Stones. Well done, John Stones. But James Trafford with a bit of volleyball. One of them, like, ooh, like, those volleyballs, like, ooh, spike. Oh, volleyball master. I think I've played 1 game of volleyball in my life. But Voltemada just after Trafford does that, nods it back into an empty net because Trafford's gone into no man's land, and Nico G, sniffing out the danger, clears it off the line, getting away with it. Yeah. A bit of a shaky start there, Good to see you, Darks. Most likely Savio will bloom when he is sold. Don't say that, mate. Don't say that. Apologies, Hannah. It's good sport though, isn't it? It's like basketball mixed with tennis a little bit, isn't it? Good turn of pace there. From Jeremy Doku. Thought he came on the other night against Forest and offered very, very little. And Real Madrid on Wednesday night. What a game that's going to be. Pep's clearly thinking about that. What do you think about Haaland? Like, why is he not even on the bench? Like, I get resting him and putting him on the bench, but to just drop him entirely? Is there something going on with Haaland? It's a weird one, that. Oh, is that true? Is that true? Are you just guessing? Or is that what you've heard? It does feel like something's been going on, man. 3-3, is it? Should we just watch that? I'll pop it on for a second to see what's going on. It's not 3-3. Church. It's stress, mate. It's like stress. When I get stressed. So it's like the biggest giveaway ever. If you see my ears are red, at some point in the last hour, I've gotten annoyed. That's like what that is. It's pretty shit, really, isn't it? It's like just wearing a t-shirt saying how you feel, basically. Like, I am a wanker. I'm not with I'm with stupid, but I am stupid. Reinders trying to slot that ball through, couldn't quite do it. That's not a free kick, though. Church giving the fake scores, by the way. What do I think of Arsenal versus Mansfield? Well, they dropped a hell of a lot of players, didn't they, Arsenal? But Mansfield gave them a game. I've told you the dunce hat thing, where in my head I got the word dunce and nonce mixed up. And I used to think that you go round wearing a nonce hat. So if you just saw some bloke down at the park looking suspicious on his own with a big waistcoat on, he would also have a giant cone hat with the N on it for nonce. But that's not a real thing. Ball in and it's over the bar by Malik Chow. I'd love to know myself. I'd love to know. What am I not reading, bud? What am I not reading? What am I missing? You? I'm trying to read it as best as I can, man. Appreciate that, Jennifer. City 4-2. Newcastle look the better side so far in terms of intensity. We've not really gotten a grasp of this game yet. 15 minutes in, that is flown by the way. A chance for Newcastle that was clear as day, cleared off the line by Nico G, is all that. No, and then there was a Sula ball through as well, which was a half chance, stifled out by Stones and Kasanov. Between the two of them, they did really, really well. City haven't really offered anything. Going off memory, I can't remember anything we've done going forward. Savinho's tried to come down the right wing. No balls being crossed into the box. I can't remember Marmoush even touching the ball yet. So it has been a slow start on the offensive for City, but we've defended reasonably well. We've had a bit of it to do, which is the concern. Newcastle are definitely the better team at the minute, but I still feel like we can, go up the other end and do some damage, but it's a matter of time. But that's a free kick to City. Well done. Well done. Who's that? Is that Kasanov? Willock's injured. It looked like a clash of shins or something, because both players have gone down holding their legs. If Jonny are any indication of the City performance, we can't be doing that well. By the way, Jonny Goldbridge change now is Pep stays at City. Oh, I saw the video. I didn't watch it. I saw the video. It popped up on my feed earlier today. Let me just... If you're going to That's Football or Mark Goldbridge, I actually don't have a problem with Mark Goldbridge. I think people think I hate him. I don't hate him at all. I actually think he's quite a funny man. But in terms of like his opinions of City, yes, like they're utter shit. But I feel like he's changed his tune a little bit this year, Mr. Goldbridge, talking about City in a little bit more positive light. And now he's saying Pep's staying. But anyway, point being, if you're going to Mark Goldbridge for your Manchester City news, you're going to be sorely disappointed. you're going to be let down on many, many occasions because he doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. Pep staying, Pep going. If he made, it's equally as wrong as him saying Pep's going, because Pep staying is not a thing either yet. Do you know what I mean? So, ball through here. Barnes, where's the space there? The space. Look how much space he's got, and he smashed it top corner. Fucking hell. Harvey Barnes again, man. This guy just bags against us, man. But where's Núñez there? Like, where's the space? I can't believe how open we were then, and it's just as sloppy. Well, it's not even that sloppy. We've just not gotten into the game at all. At all. And we deserve to be 1-0 down. Pep, you're going to make these changes, man. I'm not surprised the game looks as one-sided as it does, because 10 fresh players coming onto the pitch without any, like, cohesion between them. No chemistry or anything. He could be offside there and we might be saved. I don't know whether VAR's in action. I think he could be getting ruled out this, but it looked close. But don't trust your eyes with VAR anymore. There's no point. There's no point. But I'm praying that's going to get ruled out. Because fuck me, what a bad start this is turning out to be. If we ended up keeping a clean sheet and rode this spell a little bit and weathered the storm, then I don't think it's as bad a start. But that was gaping. That was like a huge hole that was left in behind by Núñez. I slotted in and Harvey Barnes just had grass to run into, man. And we might be now, Phil, mate. We might be. Onside. Fuck's sake. Big up, Mullet. Pepper said Haaland is rested and no. Yeah, no, but rested, Mullet. Why is he rested to the, like, not even travelling? There's rested and, like, all the bench is rested. I'm not... Well, for example, we need a goal right now. So I'd like to have the option of bringing Haaland on because we are 1-0 down. And we have no goal scorer on the bench that's as good as Haaland. Shot coming in over the bar. Pep, you've openly admitted that you don't want to progress through this tournament with the changes that you've made. I understand Real Madrid's around the corner, but you can't go to Newcastle, make 10 changes and expect to, you know, come away with anything in a situation. A team like this, a stadium like this, it was never going to work doing this. So while I'd love to be... Sorry, everybody, pop that on the scoreboard. While I'd love to be proven wrong and City go and win the game and knock Newcastle out with these players, I'd love that to happen. But has anything made you think from the game so far that it was the right decision to make 10 changes? And the issue now is we are taking this bad feeling and the vibes that we've now got, the lack of confidence that will come from this into the Real Madrid game. So great. Church, stop it now. Checking possible offside. Looks like he's offside as well. Anyway, we're not watching Wrexham. We are struggling, aren't we? We are struggling. We've got a hold of the ball for the first time in about, 15 minutes or so. The only thing we've shown in this game is little glimpses from, what's his face? Savinho. Other than that, I mean, Marmouche, like, anything? Anything from him? Ball over the top here. Can Núñez bring that? What a touch. Oh, brilliant, brilliant from Núñez. But couldn't get it back to Savinho. The touch was really good, but then he just couldn't actually get it under his control. But to pluck it out of the air like that was really good, man. Haaland not playing, he had to stream City Watchalong on his YouTube channel to compete with typical City. And all that stuff about him being a YouTuber and that's a priority over everything else, I doubt it. I very much doubt it comes that far into his thinking. But I do think there's got to be a reason why he's not even on the bench. It doesn't make sense to me. Pep went on about how he respects the FA Cup and talks about 4 finals in 4 years. And, you know, here we go. Byline, ball across. Oh, it's Could have gone anywhere, that. Could have gone anywhere, but it's gone out for a City corner. Tonali gets his leg on it, and a little bit fortunate that it goes out for a corner, but hey, it's the best opportunity of the game for City so far, this. Savinho to take it. Fucking shit. Like, honestly, what was that? My 8-year-old lad can cross a ball better than that. That's better. That's better. To Jonny Reinders, and it's off Marmoush, who does a fantastic... That's the only touch of the game, is blocking Reinders' shot. I don't think it was going in anyway, but I think that's Marmoush's first touch of the game, and he's blocked the shot. It might have been going into a dangerous position, but fuck you know. That first corner from Savinho, what was that? It bounced before the first man. You know when you get annoyed, oh, it's hit the first man. Oh, you got to beat the first man. It bounced before the first man. What are we doing here? I still think we can do something in this game because I think Newcastle can be got at. And I like playing Newcastle. They always are good games. City versus Newcastle are usually very good games. Because they give it a go, don't they? Fair play to Eddie Howe and the Newcastle side. They go for it. They create chances of their own, but they leave themselves a little bit vulnerable as a byproduct of their approach. What is Doku doing? This is what happens. You make wholesale changes. You get a load of rustiness thrown onto the pitch and think like, oh, I hope it works out. You made 10 changes, man. Savinho is like had a lot of the ball but done nothing with it. Doku's had very little of the ball, but when he has had it, has done absolutely nothing with it. Couldn't even control that ball there. Marmoush hasn't touched the ball. Our 3 front men have done absolutely nothing. We've seen a few very simple contributions in midfield from Reinders and Nico G and O'Reilly. They haven't done anything in particularly wrong, but like, they're not controlling the game. They're getting bypassed. The shape seems very easy to get through. Our back 4 is doing what it can, except Núñez for the goal. I think he went wandering. I'll need to see it back and rewind it a little bit. Free kick to Newcastle, cleared by Nico O'Reilly. Harvey Barnes over the bar. But yeah, we're getting a bit of a beating here. And there's no signs of getting a goal at the minute for City, but there's lots of time to fix this. Lots of time to fix it. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're nearly at 400. Do you reckon we can get to 500 before half time? I reckon we can do it. Great touch from Savinho. Brilliant. Brilliant touch. I love a good touch, but, you know, it's what you do once you've got it under your control now, and now we need to see the right decisions. Núñez. Cross comes in, but it doesn't even come in at all. It's blocked by Lewis Hall, and away come Newcastle. And going down that side of the pitch where Núñez is completely vacated. Casanos quick enough to get there first, though. Knocks it back to Elanga. Trafford launches it to a Haaland-shaped centre-forward hole that is filled by Marmoush, and it comes straight back. No, he had to play him for me, because the pace that Newcastle have got, I just can't believe he's done these changes, man. I don't want to be proven right on this one. I really don't want to be proven right. Saying, do not change it. Don't make wholesale changes. It's not worth it. You know, maybe 1 or 2, that would be fine. But you can see the impact of throwing 10 new players on. Even in the FA Cup before, we made 10 changes against Salford. We made it. Here you go, bouncing around. Keep a bit of head tennis going on in the Newcastle penalty area. City trying to keep it alive. The 2 Nicos getting in each other's way. John Stones tries to cushion it. Ake tried. It's not a terrible idea, but it gets it wrong. Out for a goal kick. Pep Guardiola is applauding that. That's about it, really. That's the only thing you can possibly applaud, and it's a lofted, overhit ball from Nathan Ake. out for a goal kick. The Salford game, we made changes at home. Did you see how rusty we were? You know, Salford were in the game. Salford, they nearly did damage. It wasn't until Mark Gay got us a little cushion in the game that we actually started to feel safe. And that one, when was that? 80th minute. That's what happens when you make changes. You're facing a Salford side that are incredibly cohesive. The chemistry is there. They play majority of the time. They play the same 11, and they're definitely going to go with their strongest 11 in an FA Cup game. So the chemistry is trumping Manchester City's lack of chemistry, and the fact that given away there by Botman into Doku behind him though. Doku's zero conviction from Jeremy Doku. What was that? Sloppy from Alanga, gives it straight back to City. Savinho can bring it away here, but I'm concerned. Go on, Savinho, go on. Can you do it yourself? Shot saved by Ramsdale. Well played, Savinho, man. It's a hell of a lot better than anything Jeremy Doku's done so far in this game. Hell of a lot better. At least he's getting a shot on target, man. Fucking hell. But what was Jeremy Doku doing before? I know he slipped, but I mean, the control was instant indication that no belief in himself, zero confidence. And I mean, come on, man. Corner ball. City is starting to look a little bit better. Ball in from Savinho is a good one as well, and looks like it's off the back of a Newcastle player. It's not, though. It's a goal kick to Newcastle, which has irked a few City players. But, man. You look at the bench, though, that we've got. We've got a pretty good bench going on. Quite pleased with that. When it rolls round. BT performance, says Polly. That's what you get when you put the B team on, isn't it? Really, Polly? That's what you get. I don't know why he did it. I don't know why he's done this. It's Premier League. He made the same sort of changes. This team versus Salford beat Salford. Yeah, of course, it does. Newcastle away? I don't know what he's thinking. He is back from injury, but so's Savinho. And Savinho, who I'm not a fan of right now, I still believe in the player. I think he's got potential to become a mainstay at City. And Jeremy Doku. But, Savinho's picked on a lot. And I can see why, to an extent, within reason. But call it for what it is. Savinho is much bigger threat so far. He's arguably our only threat. What he's done, I hate corners that are under hit. It's such a basic thing in football. That was a terrible corner from Savinho. Other than that, I would say he's been our most liveliest player. He's got the ball again. Can he beat Lewis Hall? No, he can't. He got absolutely bullied. Absolutely bullied. Oh, Savinho. Just as I was trying to big you up a little bit. Just a little bit, and then you go and do that. Nathan Ake, one-on-one with Alanga. Cross comes in. Kasanov, cool as you like, clears his lines. He's coming back, though. Trippier, closed down by Doku. Back to Chow. Over to Botman. Jorginho, irrelevant to this, but the Gay to City when Liverpool was so convinced they'd got him for 20 million in the summer. It's the best shithousery ever. It was beautiful, wasn't it, man? It was beautiful. And I mean, it's not just for that, not for the ha-ha factor. The player we've signed. Trippier, man. It's gone down. Jeremy Doku giving the free kick away. I'm not sure that was a foul there, to be honest. A little bit soft for me. Dan Burn is warming up. But yeah, Aït-Nouri, Cherki, Foden, Gay, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Semenyo, Diaz, Donnarumma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I'm not going to say it the other way around. 6, 7. I would say at least 6 of that bench should be in the starting 11. Not Donnarumma, because I get the cup keeper situation, and maybe not Rodri because of the rest. Ball across, straight out for a goal kick to City, thankfully. But yeah, what is he doing, Pep? Why has he done this? It's not been a pretty watch, has it? It's been a very uncomfortable watch. I don't think Newcastle have really put us to the sword, in all honesty, because we are nowhere near at our best. They are creating more chances than we are, and they look more threatening than we do, but I think we should be getting more punished than we are. And Newcastle could live to regret this as the game starts to open up a little bit and City start to get a foothold in the game, and that rust shake off the cobwebs a little bit. Ball over the top here. Can Jeremy Doku do something? One-on-one with Kieran Trippier. Go on, Doku. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. Great ball! Oh, and Reinders. That was a great ball from Doku. And Reinders just couldn't try to toe poke it past Ramsdale. And just doesn't get enough on it. And it's straight into the hands of Ramsdale. But a decent move, that. Ball down the line for Doku was decent. Núñez just about. And wins the free kick as well. But Doku, Savinho and Núñez. Núñez, I've got a little bit of one eye on him at the minute because he's been struggling lately. Last few games, I think he's started to decline a little bit. He's had a lot of minutes, understandable. I think he's been one of our best players this season. Savinho gives it away. Sloppy touch from Alanga. It's not a great watch, this. Yeah, 10 changes, man. It was... I knew I was struggling with the word. Trippier. Go on, Savinho. To the byline. Cut it back, lad. Go on, lay it off, Núñez. Nico G. Pokes it. O'Reilly. Doku. Lay it. Oh, you bastard. Tonali clears it. I've seen him. Marmouche, the friendly ghost. But that was a sign that City are growing into this game. This is a familiar pattern of the last few games. One even against Newcastle, then the same against Leeds. O'Reilly just couldn't quite take it with him. Marmouche, with the first thing of the game he's done, was not a bad ball, in all honesty. But yeah, how many games have we played lately where we started the game so sloppily, like the first half an hour or so, and then we started to grow into the game in the final 15 minutes or so of the first half. We took the lead against Leeds. We also scored against Newcastle after a spell that was tricky and got through it. We've conceded in this spell, so I'm not surprised at that, but we've not exactly given ourselves the best chance of getting back into this game with the amount of, the actual quality on the pitch, the goals that are not on the pitch as well. You're looking at Marmouche. Savinho's trying a little bit of trickery there, and, he's gone through the legs of Lewis Hall, but he couldn't get on the end of it, so it's a pointless bit of skill if you can't actually retrieve the ball once you've done your little nutmeg. Marmouche lays it back. Man, how long do you think you've got there, Marmouche? Good play between the two of them. The pass to O'Reilly first time wasn't bad from Marmouche. He gets it back first touch again off Nico O'Reilly, but then Marmouche took an age to pull the trigger. An age, man. He took the touch and then he's like... Right, now I'll shoot. And then intercepted. I don't know why he was bird watching, but that's a sentence right there that I have felt like since we've signed him, but I've never really wanted to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? I do feel like you're not far from the truth there. So I just look at like how much of the team has changed to accommodate Erling Haaland, and then when you just push Marmoush into the situation, he shows glimpses of what he's all about. And do you know what we'll do at some point? We'll sell him. And then he'll go on and become an absolute superstar somewhere else and start scoring 20 a season. Hopefully not in the Premier League. But City are looking better right now, I must admit. And Reinders is giving it away. I just shouldn't speak. I just shouldn't speak anymore. But we do look better. We do look better. Still feeling flat after that Nottingham Forest result, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling the same. Like, it's been a grim few days, hasn't it? Like, I've just felt like floored me that. It floored me. The 2-2. But we've looked a lot better so far in this game. Ball across! Got to be! Savinho! I don't think he knew what he's done, but I think he's scored. I think he's done. I don't know what he's done. I think he's just hit him. It's just hit Savinho and gone in. I don't know how he scored there, but he scored. Savinho. I mean, I don't know how he didn't score, but he did score, but he got lucky that he scored because it just seemed to hit him, and I don't know why he was surprised that ball got to him. But Savinho scored. Goal of the fucking season right there. It's the shittest goal, the shittest finish you'll ever see in your life. That is a Puskas finish right there. The fact that his reaction, man, and the shameless celebration as well, that was funny, man. What the fuck was that for a goal? It's 1-1, by the way. It is 1-1. It's a legit goal. And in the last 5 minutes, I think we've created enough chances to get or opportunities to get a chance like that. But the finish, man, it just like hits Savinho, and the way his body was just, it hits him and he's just like, watches it like P-roll in. And then he realises it goes in, and then he runs off like, and giving it one of them like, like fucking rein it in, mate. Wind your neck in. A great, we're winning. Buzzing that we're not winning, we're drawing. We've scored. Great. Look at him now, full of confidence. Go on, lad. Go on, Savinho. I'd love a great goal. Good ball into Jonny Reinders. Fucking hell, man. How have you not finished that? How have you not finished that? How's he missed that? Oh, what an assist. I don't know how we would be getting to... It's exactly... Just watching it roll in, man. Couldn't believe that goal, man. What was that goal? It's the little curved back, like... just watching it roll in. Oh, that was a funny goal. Then the celebration was just like... like a god. I am God. What is Ramsdale doing? What is he doing? Open goal! Oh, how are we not winning now? How is this? What has happened to this game? Newcastle were bossing it. Bossing it. This has turned out to be some brilliant decisions from Pep Guardiola. 10 changes. The man's a genius. The man's a genius. Look at it. He knew what he was doing. I said it in my preview. Change them all, Pep. That's what I said. I said it. Open YouTube Studio. Delete preview. Ball in. Come on, man. How the fuck have we not got taken the lead here, man? Doku. Oh, man. Doku, sort it out, mate. But Savinho's looking lively. He looks like he's got problems to cause. And here he is again. Savinho, and it's cleared. Cleared. Not quite off the line because he was right in front of Aaron Ramsdale, but Lewis Hall clears it for another Manchester City corner. Those emojis are the perfect Savinho face. Doku, shimmy, shimmy, yah, ball in. Ramsdale collects. Given away. Newcastle are on the ropes here, right before half-time. Can we get the lead? Only Savinho could score a goal like that. Imagine if that's the goal that changes his like whole career and he's just like full of confidence now. He looks it. He's changed completely. He keeps doing things. Here he goes. Savinho, great defending. And ball. He's won it back though. Savinho, that's offside. The little pass from Nunez is offside. This is going to get stopped at some point, surely. I'm not sure that now the play's reset, so they won't go back that far now. But it looked like a little pass from Nunez might have played Savinho offside. But try. Oh no, Marmoush. What have you done? Willock away. Brilliant from Marmoush. The backtracking there, fantastic, mate. Terrible in the first place to give it away like that, but well done for getting back and winning it like that. Shows me that you can do it. Don't know why you don't do that more often. But Nunez with a bit of link-up play with Savinho earlier. Yeah, at the minute, it's give the ball to Savinho because while it's a bit unconvincing, he's causing them problems. Reinders! And he's, yeah. Again, wide of the mark by Jonny Reinders. This one was so much harder than the one he had before, but he had to at least hit the target for the chance right after Savinho had given Manchester City a foothold in the game with the equalizer. Reinders should have immediately made it 2-1 City. That one was a lofted ball, trying to get it and hook it back round on target. Not an easy technique, that. And, yeah, gets it all wrong. This is a mad game all of a sudden, isn't it? It's madness. Big up Darks. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think City made a mistake signing Omar. If their intent was getting a number 9, maybe should have got an Ekatike instead. What's happening here? Kolo Touré's been booked. I've always thought he was a thug. He's an evil man, that Kolo Touré. The jolliest, happiest individual you could possibly meet. Kolo Touré with his big beaming smile. What a lovely, lovely man Kolo Touré is. And you've booked him. What's he done? What's he said to warrant a booking? Kolo Touré. Thought that ball was going through to Alanga then. Offside, we play. Quick free kick. O'Reilly takes it with him. Fuck off, referee! Why are we not allowed? Why have you stopped the game? A quick free kick taken. City have got advantage because it's our free kick. Offside. No reason to stop us taking that quickly. And you just stopped it because Nico O'Reilly was going through. What's he doing, man? Big up Leo. Thanks for the support, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you, mate. Lovely. Oh, he's done the right. It's the right idea from Marmoush. Just doesn't get enough like cushion on it because he overhits it. But that ball coming through and he's tried to nod it like over his shoulder to Jonny Reinders, who is consistently turning up late in a good way. Like the runs from Jonny Reinders are brilliant, man. He's finding these little pockets of space and avenues to run into to create danger. But he's just not getting in the end of the passes or the finish is letting him down. The end product's not there for Reinders and Kasanov's pass gets to Trafford. But keep going to Jonny, man, because you're doing the right things. You're just like, you're not controlling the ball and finishing the ball. So you're not doing everything right. There goes the half-time whistle. That was mad, that was. If anyone wants to become a member like Leo, you can do so by clicking the link in the pinned comment of the chat, which is a massive help to the channel. And Leo has become part of the Typical City family. Big up to you, man. Appreciate the support. You've got access to a load of emojis now, mate, so feel free to use those in the chat. Did I remove Savinho? I think I might have removed him. Did I remove Savinho? That was a bold move, wasn't it? There's no Savinho. I've not got Savinho. But this man made 10 changes. And so far, it's undecided as to whether it was the right decision. It's undecided. Because I am concerned with how we started that game, but we are still well within a shot of progressing through here. We have taken control of the game. All of a sudden, Newcastle just seem to sit back, absorb or try to absorb a little bit of pressure. City created multiple chances from the last 15 minutes of that game. And I'd argue more than what Newcastle created in the opening half an hour. We created some clear-cut chances in those last 15 minutes. A complete shift. Crazy to me how we are able to flip games on their head. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. But what a shocking start to the game that was. Like, really poor, really sloppy. He's playing well. He's, for me, so far, best City player on the pitch. I've only really got a few things to criticise, and that's the corner. Trying to beat Lewis Hall when he's in the sort of right-back position. If you're going to try and take someone on in that position, you better make sure you beat him. Don't give it away, and he did that. Other than that, that's a bit nitpicky, that when there are other players that have offered and had opportunities to offer more and have offered so little. I'm thinking of you, Jeremy Doku. Marmoush has been anonymous, so it's hard to criticise him in the sense of he did that wrong and he did that wrong. He gave the ball away and he won it back. That's about it from Marmoush and a couple of passes. But I'd like to see more of him. My criticism of Marmoush is just not seeing enough of him. My criticism of Doku is just like, touch is poor. No conviction in anything he's trying to do. No, it doesn't look like he's got any confidence. Lacking in self-belief pretty clearly there, Doku. But yeah, just back from injury, as someone pointed out in the chat. So is Savinho, mind you. And he looks like he's at a level that Doku's not quite there yet. And Pep's been like introducing Savinho, so I bet you he's been seeing quite a bit in training. And yeah, really pleased with Savinho's performance, in all honesty, because I like it when, it's showing this level of I'll show you, because he's not got the City fans on his side yet. Not all of us, anyway. He is definitely like, the love for Savinho is the minority of the City fans, and it's a very small minority. But play like this consistently, that's where people get frustrated because it isn't consistent from him. But play like this on a more consistent basis and you will rapidly become a fan favourite. It's a matter of time. That we are fickle, me included. That's the nature of being a football fan. We're all fickle, aren't we, man? We flip-flop all the fucking time. That's what we do. Let's be honest about it. There's no point sticking your head in the ground and drawing a line under Savinho, because we're talking, how old is he, 22? Is he even 22 yet? I think he's 21. He might be 22 now. So many years ahead of him. And, when we signed Mahrez, for example, and I think that's what everyone wants him to be. He's picked the same shirt number. He's got that same sort of body language, and footballing mannerisms are very similar to Mahrez, but nowhere near the level of execution and end product in particular. So, but when we signed Mahrez, this was a 26-year-old footballer we were signing, and maybe even 27. So we were signing him in his peak years. We got the best years out of Mahrez. I would like to know what Mahrez was doing at the age Savinho is now. And, obviously wasn't he at a Saudi club? I think he was at a Saudi club before Leicester signed him for like 250 grand or something like that when he was like 23, 24. And then Leicester got a couple of years out of him. And then, he went from stride to stride. So, Savinho could, get to a level, maybe not Mahrez, but he could get to a level that we could all very much be on board with and be like, yeah, man, this guy's like, get him in the starting 11. Glimpses of quality like this is why people haven't written him off and why I'm not prepared to quite write him off yet. I said it before the game, which I'm glad I did, to be fair, because he's gone and, put in a performance like this that I still think it could be better, by the way. I'm not like, this is a 10 out of 10 from Savinho. It's not great. He could definitely do better, but he's the best City player on the pitch. I think that's pretty much undeniable, regardless of how stupid the goal looked. What was he doing, man? Why wasn't he even partly ready for that ball to come through to him? Why was he not even in the slightest, I better get my foot ready just in case this makes its way through? Like, the utter disbelief that hit him, and then if I stay still, like a T-Rex is watching you, don't move. Nobody'll know that's hit me. Just stay perfectly still. Go! And then he fucking goes off giving it big uns, like, hey, Savinho. Like giving it large, man. The celebration was probably worse than the finish, considering the finish. Do you know what I mean? Big up, Chad, man. Appreciate the super chat, mate. Thank you very much, Chad. Top man. And big up, Peer. Savinho hat-trick. It was 10 memberships. 10 memberships. Come on, Savinho. Come on, Savinho. And big up, Leo. Do you think Pep Lijnders has made City worse? Great question. There is a logic behind your question that I understand why you're asking that question. My answer is no. I don't think that he's made them worse. I think we could be looking at it's not even a backward step though, is it? I mean, if you look at the 23-24 season and the treble winning season, if you skipped out the 24-25 season where we got off to a shocking start, if you skip that out and pretend that didn't exist, then this season is, for me, a step back to take 2 steps forward, in my opinion. I feel like it's like we've got to go and try different things. We've got to be a little bit more direct, much more vertical, play through the lines rather than around the lines and side to side and just wearing opposition out. We still do that, but we still have this new way of playing football that is a learning curve right now, and we're like there on the curve. Do you know what I mean? We're like there. Next season, we'll be like there, and we'll be able to employ multiple game plans depending on the opposition. So you want to go man to man, we can go direct. You want to go a low block, we've still got the possession based football and the locksmiths like Cherky. So next year Pep Lijnders will 100% be cemented in Manchester City fans' thinking as someone who has absolutely improved the club. But right now, technically, it feels like a sideways step in some sense because of how bad we started last season. The first half of last season, I get what you're saying. And often the issue will be is when to play the Pep way, the Guardiola way, or the Lijnders way. You know, what game is most suited for that. And a merging of the two ideologies is not a bad thing. I don't think they need to collide. They need to merge. Do you know what I mean? We need to learn how to be cohesive with these new styles. And I think it could make us an unstoppable team next season if you sign the right players. These players that are on the pitch right now, as well as the players that aren't, the squad, next season will have had a whole year of learning these ways. And I think this is just a case of, you know, how we are in a title race. We're in 4 tournaments. We can still win the quadruple. We're not going to win the quadruple. Almost certainly not. But the fact that we are where we are on our journey not only indicates how good Pep Guardiola is and how quick his work starts to bear fruit. You know, the new style, the admission of 24-25 season, like, yeah, I was a stinker. I dropped a stinker, didn't make enough signings, now we need to change it. It's happening. The changes are happening in front of you, and there's more good than bad. We're second in the league, albeit it's frustrating that we haven't caught Arsenal yet and we've let ourselves down against Forest. There's so many good signs this season for me that I'm looking at next season and thinking I think we're going to be a force next season, a serious team that's like beyond these levels. And if Arsenal don't improve, they will not live with us next season. This is like us going toe-to-toe, and if you look at the 2026 form, Arsenal and City are toe-to-toe, man. It's neck and neck. We let ourselves down at the start of the season. At the beginning of our learning curve is when we dropped the stinky results. 2 out of the first 3 games we lost. You know, remove that, and we are very much like in a position to go and win the league. And that we're going all the way back to the start of the season for that. So you eradicate those mistakes at the start of next season, and then you know how good we finish after Christmas. I don't think people... So, long story short, mate. No, I don't think he has made us worse. I don't. And I think we're going to start being very, very good soon. Even better than people think we're going to be. OBL, big up, man. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Really kind donation. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. As well as Cindy. Thank you very much, Cindy, for becoming a Typical City member. Really appreciate the support. And OBL becoming a Typical City legend as well. Big up to all of you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the support. Right, I better go for a pee. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We've got 500 likes already, so cheers everybody for the likes. Do you reckon you could get to 600 before I finish my wee? I'll race you. Getting all that up. I didn't slip. I didn't slip. By the way, I reckon we could get the chair key to do a little something, a little halftime show. I reckon for the League Cup final. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Big up Quora Warrior. I'm a Man United fan, and you remember as well. So big up to you. Unless you got gifted it, but I got gifted a membership. I should have finished the sentence before. But yeah, look at you, you big City fan. Once a blue, always a blue. Quora, welcome to the good side, sir. It's warm and cozy over here. Lots of silverware. No green and gold until we're sold protests. None of that shit. We just, we're victorious in this side of Manchester. So welcome to the blue side. You die-hard Manchester City fan. Love it, mate. Big up. Oh, that bit of karma there. A bit of karma. Instant karma. Choking on my beer. Oh. Gouldine just got paid from work. Time to... Don't spunk anything on me, please. But I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, Champions League. Midweek. Galatasaray, Liverpool on Tuesday. Newcastle have got Barcelona as well, so they've got resting issues for this game, haven't they? Because they've got 1 day less rest than we have in comparison to our game with Real Madrid on Wednesday night. So, whether that's going to go into the thinking of Eddie Howe in the second half and substitutions start happening. But, I mean, their bench, by the way, look at that. Gordon in particular, Visa, it's gone now, but Joe Linton is someone who could come on. If they get the lead, you can guarantee Joe Linton's coming on. If they go 2-1 up, within 5 minutes, Joe Linton's going to be on that pitch to see it out. Imagine, Lauren. Imagine. Oh, I don't know, to be honest. Sometime soon, I'm hoping. Yeah, could do with a bit of football. Lots of Newcastle fans. I've got a lot of time for the Geordies and Newcastle fans. I don't know what it is about them, but they just sound... Look, Jorginho's already in the chat as well. He's been dropping some kind words. And they're a good bunch. I'm sure they've got a few bad eggs in there, like every fan base, but... I've been to Newcastle on a few nights out, one stag do, and they're just sound. Like, they're good people. Like, I haven't met any, like, dickheads, you know. I used to work in Liverpool, and I put it this way, I can't say the same about Liverpool. And I used to work there, surrounded by them, man. Like, big up, John. Cheers, Johnny. Love the watch-alongs. It's the best way to watch the match. Always looking forward to Saturdays. Smash the like. Big up, John, man. Appreciate the kind words, mate. Thank you very much. Second half's about to get underway soon as well, John. So strap in. City are carrying on that form from the last 15 minutes of the first half. I think we'll go and win this game, but I'm expecting some changes in terms of intensity changes from Newcastle because they just completely switched gears. Why they didn't go for the jugular at 1-0, game's underway. Why they didn't go and kill us at 1-0. Because we were there for the taking. We were on the ropes. Then all of a sudden, we just suddenly took control of the game. Ball through here to Marmoush. Holding the ball up in the penalty area. Botman slowing him down. Marmoush trying to keep it alive. Little step over. It's gone back to Nico G. A lively start from City so far. Doku. Need to see more from him in the second half. We really do. Need to see a bit more intensity and quality more than anything. Nico O'Reilly fires it across Marmoush. Good ball from Nico O'Reilly. Pace on the cross was a little bit too much for Marmoush to kill it instantly. It's one of them where it's on the air, so when you control it, it bounces on the ground and then it just sits up a little bit and he couldn't quite bring it down to get the shot away. And then it's taken away from the tips of his toes and chance gone. I hope so, Nigel. I hope so. It's going to be the biggest bottle job you'll ever see. For them to bottle it from this point, it would be a monumental bottle job. But their performances are just not quite, convincing enough for me to give up on the league yet. City has started the better team here so far. We're coming forward again. Already to the byline. Ball across. Marmoush. Got to be. Yes! Marmoush bags. Bagging. The ghost has bagged. Marmoush makes it 2-1 right at the start of the second half. Great tactical changes from Pep Guardiola. These 10 changes, I told you, chat. I told you. Big up Jorginho, man. Foden to come on and unlock us. Watched by Tuchel. I don't think Foden's coming onto this pitch, mate. And I know you're a Newcastle fan. You probably haven't been watching City to the extent of your own team. Because I don't think anyone watches every team to the extent of their own team. So you miss the odd thing, don't you? But let me tell you, mate. And I think a lot of City fans will agree with me. He's in terrible form right now, Phil Foden. He's in terrible form. He shouldn't be getting near a starting 11. And the fact that we've made 10 changes and Foden isn't one of them in a game where you would have thought, if you are going to play players that haven't had minutes lately, Foden's probably going to get into the pitch. And he started the previous game, don't forget. But, he hasn't been anywhere near the levels, Phil Foden. Nowhere near. Doesn't mean I'm writing him off, though. You know what I mean? It's not like, let's sell him then. Let's get rid of him. Why is he here then? Not at all. Absolutely believe in him. I think he's... I don't know what it is, why you can go from being player of the year to, not even getting near the starting 11 on a regular basis. The decline in form is, it needs to be investigated. And I'm sure the club are on it. Why? What is going on? What's happening? Have you got distractions? Is it personal issues? Is it health issues? Is it, I don't know. Is it just like, I don't know. It reminds me a little bit, without the political side of it and getting involved in school lunches with the government and things like that. Remember Marcus Rashford? He just fell off a cliff, didn't he? Got distracted. It reminds me a little bit of that, but without the government, because Marcus Rashford was like, you won't know this if you're not in the UK, but he was like fighting the good fight for getting free school lunches, which isn't a bad cause, is it? But you know what I mean? He was going on about it to the point where it was like, are you a politician or are you a footballer? you're forgetting your job, mate. Phil Foden, maybe he's just like an angling master, like a fisherman now. Maybe he just wants to be a full-blown fisherman. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But long ball from Trafford. But there's something not right. I think most people would agree with me. Foden, while he's not, you know, getting written off by everybody, it's not right, is it? Something's wrong with Phil Foden at the minute, and it needs, you know, sorting out. Marmoush needs throwing in. What? Oh, Marmoush needs throwing in. Tyne, LOL, always scores. He does, doesn't he, Jorginho? He bags against you. I don't think I've ever seen him score away from home at St James's Park, but I'm pretty sure he's got 5 goals in 2 games at the Etihad. I'm sure he's got did he score a hat-trick and then a brace at the Etihad in back-to-back games against Newcastle? Now he's scored against you away. That's 6 goals for Marmoush against Newcastle. I don't think he's got that many in total in terms of, like, how many has he actually got at City? I'm going to guess 14 total. 15, maybe. Doku just trying to smash his way through, just bulldozing his way through there, Jeremy Doku. And as it taken off him, Trippier's going to clear this down the line, or upfield at least. Asula is trying to hold the ball up and does really well there. Wins a free kick off Nico G as well. Yeah, how many has he got? What's Marmoush on? Oh shit, sorry everybody. Sorry. I was having a chat. How long did that go on for, man? Scoreboard. Saved by Trafford. It's on the scoreboard, Church. Oh, no, it's that way. That way. Lost my bearings then. Happy birthday to your mum. It was my mum's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to your mum, Reese. Hope she has a good one. What signings would you make in the summer? My mate asked me this last night. I had a mate over last night. We had a sleepover. Me and my best mate, like closest friend in the world. Love him to bits, man. We had a sleepover. We are 37-year-old men, and we still have sleepovers at each other's houses. He's got a wife. He's got 2 kids. I've got a girlfriend, 2 kids. Sleepovers with video games and watching funny YouTube clips. That was our evening. We ordered Domino's. I'm 37. I loved it though. Loved every second of it. And he asked me the same question. And going down the realistic point of view, you've got to look at, for me, right back. Now, if you're offering me Tino Livramento, that is an injury-free Tino Livramento, then I would take him 100% because there is a quality player there. Sorry, Jorginho, I'm stealing one of your players. He's on your bench as well today, isn't he? I would take Tino Livramento. I think the lack of contract negotiations that are happening between him and Newcastle is an indication that I think City are just waiting and they've whispered into his ear, don't sign anything, come and sign for City. I think that's going to happen. Trafford's just fallen over and played a beautiful ball in the process. Jeremy Doku is spun, and that's a foul. That's a foul. Oh my God, referee! Oh my God! What? You could see the intent. He literally tried to hook his leg and stop him. He's a joke, man. Pep's lost it, and I totally agree with him, man. The intention from Trippier there, how has the referee not seen it, man? It's disgusting officiating. Pep's just taking his coat off. That's how angry he is. I'd do the same, but no one wants to see that. I haven't got any other layers. But Pep had an extra layer, and he took it off, like an onion. He's unravelling. I can't remember what the question was. Elliot Anderson, he's a baller, man. I would absolutely take him in a heartbeat. Pep's getting booked. Well, why don't you stop being such a bellend and shit at your job, and then maybe you wouldn't have to hand out a yellow card? Look at this, Trippier. Look what he tries to do. He tries to bring down Doku. It's like the stone wall. Like he's just trying to hook him and bring him down. There's no intention to get the ball. Trippier, his actions are I'll take a yellow card. He's literally trying to bring down Doku to the extent where I'll do this and go, okay, yellow card. Doesn't even give a free kick. Doku doesn't go down, but that's not the point. The intent was down. It slowed Doku down. It disrupted his momentum. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, Elliot Anderson, Tino Livramento, that's who we're being linked with. If you want me to pick something that's unrealistic, I would be looking at like PSG. I'll be looking at some of their players. João Neves, I would take him in a heartbeat. I wish we went for him when we were rumoured to be interested in him almost 2 years ago now. A year and a half ago. Trafford was close there. João Neves is incredible, man. I would take João Neves in a heartbeat. What a player he is. Vitinha, I would take him in a heartbeat. But yeah, being realistic, I think, considering the rumours, I think Elliot Anderson is a good target. The fact that we're in for him, I'm very pleased with that. I wouldn't be disappointed in Adam Wharton, but I would prefer Elliot Anderson. And Adam Wharton started to get better in the last few weeks. Even in like the last 4 or 5 weeks, I've been watching him. His game's gone up. Who was it against the other day? Who was it they faced? Who did Palace play the other day? He got an assist. He got 2 assists, in fact. Brilliant from Adam Wharton. I can't remember who the hell they were facing. But yeah, brilliant from him. But I appreciate the super chat, man. I missed another one as well. Big up Phil. I'd buy that for $1. What? Completely missed the point. What are you buying for $1? And you've spent £2 to buy it for $1. But big up, man. Oh, no. Over the bar. Willock the pillock. And smashed it over the bar. Pillock. Forgot about that word. You pillock. Such a rubbish word. But yeah, safe to say I think we need a third now, considering. John, I'm a huge fan of Nipan. Nipan, it's pronounced, actually. Sferen Nipan. I think he's got immense potential. It very much reminds me of David Silva. He's a bit more tenacious than David Silva. Very raw. Makes the odd mistake. The youth is visible. You can see it, but the skills, the moments, the first touch, the confidence on the ball, the silky smooth. Please go and check out Sferen Nipan. I'm telling you right now, man. When we were linked with him, I was excited. Now we've signed him, I'm even more excited. I think we've got a fucking player on our hands here, man. Sferen Nipan, I'm a huge fan. More than Claudio Echeverri. Everyone goes on about Echeverri because he was linked. His name, he was nicknamed Eche Messi. So everyone thought he's going to be the next Messi. He's not. Sferen Nipan, I think, is closer. Here you go. City, Reinders, Doku, into the penalty area. Lay it off. Tried to, got blocked, but took too long on it. But yeah, I think Sferen Nipan is closer. Good turn by Reinders. I'll finish my sentence in a minute. Yeah, I think Sferen Nipan is closer to the starting 11 of Manchester City than Echeverri is. I truly believe that. I know a lot of you will disagree. But I disagree with you. What's your ideal back four if everyone is fit? I'm very torn on Diaz and Kasanov. You know, I know what Diaz brings. I know the experience. I know the intelligence. Defending intelligence is visible, but like the defending athleticism of Kasanov, often, you know, it's more of a tangible thing for football fans to notice. It's more noticeable. So I think that's why people prefer Kasanov, because he defends. It's a lot of last man tackles and last ditch defending. Diaz can do that, but he's a little bit more calculated. I think Kasanov's on the ball ability is totally underappreciated as well. I think he's brilliant on the ball. Joe Linton and Dan Burn are coming on for Newcastle. But yeah, I'd still go with Diaz for one more year. I think we've got one more year, And then Kusanov, I think, will overtake Diaz. But right now, as it stands, going off evidence, I think Diaz just pips Kusanov to that number 1. Go on, Marmoush, finish him off. Oh, it's a save, rebound to Jonny, keep it down, he's put it wide. He's got no shooting boots on today, man. You've got the wrong shoes on. What are you wearing? Fucking clogs. What the fuck, man? How many chances have you had in this game to Jonny? It's not even the fact that... Was that going in? I think it might have been. It looked like it was going wide. From this angle, it looked like Lewis Hall cleared it off the line, but it was actually going wide. But yeah, I'd go with Núñez, Diaz, Gay, and right now, Aït-Nouri. So it's what we've been seeing lately. I think our back four. O'Reilly back post! Saved by Ramsdale. Another opportunity for Manchester City. O'Reilly free as a bird, and it was going in at the near post as well, and Ramsdale had to stick a hand out and keep it out. Oh, Vardiol, fucking hell. Oh, I completely forgot about Vardiol. Fucking hell. When everyone's fit, yeah, good point. I think I'd go back to Diaz and Vardiol, and Gay might not make it into the back four. Because I think Vardiol is more, you know. Name something. What's Gay better at than Vardiol? If you can let me know in the chat, because I'm struggling for attributes. I think maybe a touch quicker, but Vardiol I think is better in the air. Both are quite good at the other end of the pitch in terms of scoring goals, but Vardiol's better. He's better than Gay at scoring goals. We saw what he could do at left back. Ball in's cleared. City looking for a third here. I think that would see us through, actually. If we get a goal at this point, I can't see Newcastle coming back, but you just never know. At 2-1, anything can happen. But yeah, Vardiol, man, completely forgot. So yeah, great options though, innit? It's great options to have. If we have a fully fit back four with Kusanov, Diaz, Mark Gay and Vardiol, and Arsenal fans were telling us they've got their substitutes are better than ours, you're having a laugh. Right back to a huge weak spot though. If we could add Tino Livramento or some level of quality in there, but I'm worried about Tino Livramento. I'm not convinced that it's the right player. I mean, we're about to lose John Stones, who picks up injuries every week. He's playing today, by the way. It's good to know he's making it through the game so far. And then, you know, John Stones is probably on his way out, probably this year, if not definitely next. And then we're replacing, well, getting another defender in at least, maybe not a direct replacement, but bringing in another player that's just as injury prone. I showed you the other day, if you watched the video, the track record of Tino Livramento's injury history is not good. They're big ones. He picks up the odd little one that keeps him out for a few weeks, maybe a month, but then there's like half a season missing and then a full season, like a whole year out. You know, when you're picking up injuries like that at such a young age, you become like a ticking time bomb, don't you? Like something's going to pop soon. You know, as you grow older, it's gonna get more and more likely. You know, if you're carrying previous ACLs and things like that, that's not good. Be interesting to see what happens in the medical, because we saw with what's his face, Jean-Philippe Mateta. He failed his medical. Ball across. I can't remember the last time I saw a player fail their medical. City are playing really well in this second half. Can I just point that out? Because I've been waffling a lot. We have been bossing Newcastle in this second half. It's been really good from the second half so far. We've just not polished it off with a third goal. And I think we need to get that, because I think Newcastle are, you know, if the longer this game goes on at 2-1, the more they'll start to think, let's get a sneaky 2-2. What a ball! If he's up... Why is he not finishing that, Savinho? But hey, who was that? John Stones just threaded the eye of a needle. Just split them open. The vision from Johnny Stones. He looks just onside as well, Savinho. Well-timed run. Why is he not just burying that? That's the problem right there, Savinho. That's why people get annoyed with you. You're the reason we're in the lead, man. You're the reason we're in the lead. He's having a good game, but why is he not hitting that? Why is he not smashing that in the back of the net? Trying to do the unselfish thing. Squaring a 5-yard pass, man. No one's expecting you to pass. Hello, shaken, not stirred. Pass the ball now, because we're in Marmoush, edge of the area. Marmoush! Bang! Oh, what a finish! Marmoush drills it! 3-1! He loves scoring against this lot, doesn't he? Marmoush! A whole team celebration, the full bench down the touchline to celebrate. Big Don's out, Pep's out. The whole team is celebrating. There is something that Pep is admiring there. This is something off the training ground. I'm seeing the reaction of the whole team was like, hang on, what's the referee doing? The referee's having a little smirk. I hope he doesn't fucking leave, the way he's banging him in at the minute. But it's Marmoush versus Newcastle. It's what he does. Great ball from Núñez. And Marmoush finished, just drilled it, man. Drilled it past Ramsdale. The power and the clean strike. Nothing Ramsdale can do about that, but absolutely buried it. It's not even in the corner. It's not, the power is what beats Ramsdale there. There's, the finish could have been better in terms of more in the corner, but just fucking get behind it. And Pep loved that. He loved it. Thanks for the super chat, Rayman. If Marmoush leaves, who you get as Haaland backup? I don't want Marmoush to leave. I know what he's capable of. It just feels like he's constantly going to be thought of as this afterthought. He feels like an afterthought all the time. And then he'll do things like this and he'll remind you of what a baller he actually is in terms of a goal machine. He's doing it at Eintracht Frankfurt. The guy's a goal scorer. I'm so pleased we're winning after making all these changes as well. I'm so pleased that Pep's done it, and proved me incredibly wrong. The trust that he's shown, the squad that we've got. We're in again. Oh, how's it not 4? Newcastle are getting battered here, man. And Johnny Reinders is giving away a... I think he's just grabbing the nipples of Tonali there. Boink, boink. Just like... giving him a bit of a hug. Scoreboard. Oh my God, I'm having a mare. Kasanoff is quietly brilliant, says Christine. He is, and quite literally quiet. He's a very quiet person, isn't he? And I agree with you. Big up Jorginho, man. Look at me. Look at him, man. He's a proper one, man. I told you, man. If you meet a Newcastle fan, you'll be hard pushed to meet a twat. They're good people, man. They're good. I don't know why. But you sound. Big up Jorginho. I hope we do go and lift it. I heard someone say the other day that if you want to win the FA Cup, you have to beat Manchester City. And as for the last 4 seasons, that has been incredibly true. I heard it on a City video. It was a voice I recognised as well. I couldn't pinpoint whose voice it was. But yeah, man. They might be right. You got to beat Man City to win the FA Cup. Because right now we've got... When is the quarter-final draw as well? Because we're still not necessarily in it. There's a long way to go. 22 minutes plus stoppage time. So not far away from half an hour. I imagine it's going to get 25 minutes or so. But that opening half an hour is crazy to me. How we've managed to just flip the game on its head. And it didn't take a moment, did it? Normally a moment is the reason a game's momentum is shifted. Like an offside goal that gets ruled out, but you get the belief from the goal that you were able to put it in the back of the net and it was fine margin, so the crowd gets going and then hang on, and Newcastle got an opportunity. This game's not necessarily done yet. If Newcastle just do what we did and just completely flip the game on its head, But City could arguably be looking for a fourth here. Marmoush trying to drive forward. Still got it. He's gone past Tonali. Gets it back to Doku. Plays a great ball into O'Reilly. Just kills 3 Newcastle players in one pass there. Brilliant from City, that. Really good. Where has this come from? Where's this performance come from? Crazy to me how we can play like we did in the opening half an hour. And then there's no reason to just start playing well all of a sudden, other than the fact that we conceded. That's going to get over. And Savinho's overran it. We need to see Savinho's second half performance improve, because his first half was much better than the second half. That ball to the byline was a bit overhit there. But the overall performance from the 30th minute to this point, Manchester City have been brilliant. Really good, but I can't forget what happened in the opening half an hour, where we were not at the races at all. But fucking brilliant, man. Well done, Pep, for making these changes and getting it right. It was a risk, wasn't it? It was a risk. Just to add to the love affair, meeting the Champions League. I hope not, mate. I hope not. I don't want to face any English team in the Champions League. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a bit more awkward. Nico O'Reilly looks like he's in trouble here. What's up with him? Is he taking a whack? Want something to that? Ramsdale's like acting concerned for him, and that's always a worry when the opposition teammate is like worried for you. He seems all right. I think he's just been kicked in the face. You know, as you do. Just walk it off, rub a bit of dirt on it, and keep going. And that's exactly what he's done. Oh, I know, man. Fucking proving me wrong. This is great. I'm so happy that I've been proven wrong, because Pep has obviously, who doesn't know? I mean, what are Newcastle doing there? What happened? Dan Burn just fell over there, man. Like, what was going on there? But it's the trust that he's shown in these players, and how they were letting him down, and then they stopped letting him down, and then they completely changed. After the half an hour mark, they just turned into a team, you know. And with the amount of changes that we've made, it bodes well, thinking about potential moments in near future and even next season when these players, you know, will be needed and will be called upon, and they are delivering, you know. Not easy to make 10 changes and then have cohesiveness. And like I said, we didn't in the opening half an hour, and it looked like a team that has just made 10 changes. And then all of a sudden it just clicked. Everything just clicked, and almost inexplicably we started dominating the game. And I don't know how we started dominating the game. I need to watch it back. But so good. So good. Yeah, not anymore it's not. Not anymore it's not. Yeah, Semenyo's coming on, Paul. Semenyo's coming on. Pep Guardiola is absolutely over the moon. I had to Google who Claire Balding was. And I didn't know who you meant. But fuck me, that's Anthony Gordon, isn't it? What the hell? That's funny, man. I missed your super chat. I've missed a few. Coyote, yes. Great shout. Coyote. Pedro Porro, no. Trent, no. Coyote, bit of a one-season wonder at the minute. I want to see more consistency from him. But yeah, man, everyone's talking about his throw-ins. And then when you become a guy who's known for throw-ins, people think, that's it, that's all he's got. You know, Rory Delap, blah, blah, blah. Watch him play football. He's very good. So athletic, big, powerful, pacey, good on the ball. There's very little he can't do. But Pedro Porro, no, I'm not convinced anymore at all. Trent, no. For a laugh. It would be funny. Get Trent in just for a laugh. You know. And don't even let him put his name on the back of his shirt. Just have, like, it means more on the back of his shirt. Just force him to wear that. Mr. Super Chat, Mullet. I haven't seen no Super Chat, mate. Talking shit. Have I really missed a Super Chat? They all come up there, man. I can't see them. You're blagging me. Oh, I missed it from... Yeah, I missed it. Oh, I'm talking about it. Not with it today, mate, am I? I'm not with it. I had a beer before I started. Shouldn't have done it. I always have my first beer when, like, at kickoff. But I had a beer before we started. It's the problem with 8 o'clock kickoffs on a Saturday night, man. Who likes this? We've got another one next week. It's rubbish, man. I hate 8 o'clock kickoffs at Saturday night. Pants. No one enjoys that. What's your favourite kickoff time? Mine, most of you are watching abroad, I imagine, but mine's 12:30 in the UK. And obviously most of you need to be getting up at like 7 a.m. for that, or even earlier. But that's my favourite kickoff time. I love a lunchtime kickoff. Go on, Trafford. Well done, lad. 75 minutes gone. Very little defensive work for Manchester City to do, but with the clock ticking, I imagine that the workload defensively is going to increase. Jake Whitmore, better team after a sluggish start. Yeah, mate. Big up Jorginho. Cade, it has to be fitness levels and lack of subs for the second half performance. I can't see any other reason why these players today haven't been playing, so they've got a full tank. That's what you think. Yeah, I think they've been, you know, we can't complain. We can't complain. I was happy with the turnaround, the fact that back post, great defending from Nathan Ake. Got a little push there as well, didn't he? He did. Or did he? But, listen, Pep knows his players better than anything, and the fact that, oh no, he didn't get the free kicks, corner ball to Newcastle. But yeah, Pep knows his players better than any of us will know his players, and obviously the medical team will have informed him this player needs a bit of a rest, this player, and obviously we've got Real Madrid round the corner, so I understood the temptation. I just thought it was incredibly risky to make those changes. And in fairness to us, and to me, Newcastle could have scored a couple in that opening half an hour. The game might have been without our out of our reach in the opening 30 minutes of that game. We turned it round, and, you know, when you start getting the results... That's a foul, man. Fucking hell. Joe Linton again. Right in the book. He just comes on and kicks us, man. Jorginho, you're not going to like what I've got to say about Joe Linton because, like, I would love him on my team, but he just goes around kicking us, man. And he loves smashing City players. Is it Savinho took a whack this time? Fucking hell, Savinho, mate. He'll be going to hospital with that one. Savinho's just taken a hit. Definitely not what Savinho likes. That's not his game. Physicality, and Savinho doesn't like it. Foden's coming on. Looks like Cherky's coming on as well. Semenyo's on as well, by the way. Or is about to come on alongside Foden. Is he on yet? I'm not sure yet. Graham, he did flip the game. You're right. I'm not sure. Yeah, man of the match. Yeah, he's done nothing in the second half, but I absolutely flipped the game on its head. You are 100% correct. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I'd take him, man. Same with Livramento. It's injuries, innit? Livramento's coming on as well. About to walk on. Savinho looks like he's coming off. Good game from him. Good first half in particular from Savinho. One of the most comical goals you'll ever see. Yeah, that's my second favourite time. I think most people go for 3. It's 12 too early. See, that's when I'm at my best. If you notice, all my videos are uploaded around then as well. That's when I'm like
my energy is at the most. Like a 12:30 kickoff, I'm like full of life at lunch. And then after that, I start to just like peter out. I start to get more and more tired. I was up till like 2 in the morning last night as well. I didn't get enough sleep last night. But here's me complaining when you lot get up at like 4 a.m. to watch the game, man. So respect to you lot getting up at crack of dawn to watch City. Optimal Stranger, 8 o'clock kickoffs are like 1:30 here in South Asia. Not in the morning. Is that in the morning or in the afternoon? But yeah, no, it's rubbish. It's rubbish. 8 o'clock kickoffs. On Saturday night, it's rubbish anyway. I don't mind it in the week because it's become a bit of a formality. Champions League is always at night. I'm just sort of used to it, but not a fan. Just need the win in Madrid now. Jake Whitmore says, yeah, take a win, 100%. I think we can do it. We've already done it. Why not? Foden right into the back of Joel Linton then. Yeah, I feel like we can beat Real Madrid. I'm quietly confident, and I think they're more scared of us than we are of them right now. That the injuries that they're going through. Can anyone tell me who is injured? Because I'm hearing mixed reports. Isn't Vinicius Jr. on a yellow card as well? I've heard. So he's 1 yellow card away from missing the second leg, which means they could be without Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. for the second leg, which is not good for them. Great for us. Great for us. But this Manchester City performance bodes well, considering this is arguably, the second string players, or majority of them. There are quite a few players that have started this game have been lacking in game time. So, and the fact that they can play as well as this, you hope that bodes well for the fact that the rested players are going to come on with a bit more. They're going to be refreshed, and I think we can beat them. 9 minutes to go before City find themselves in the quarterfinals. If things stay as they are, still time for this to change. 2 goals from Newcastle, and we're going to extra time. But I don't watch the F1, Christine. I actually like it when I catch it. Every now and again I'll watch it and I'm like, yeah, it's alright. Quite like it. I remember it was about 4 or 5 years ago now, the Verstappen and Hamilton final race to win the championship, and Verstappen got accused of a bit of naughty cheating and stuff. The drama in it is what I love. And it was quite entertaining. But I'm not a big petrol head, so not really that bothered. But yeah, I know F1's huge now, isn't it? Haven't they got electric? Are they going electric? Am I wrong? Did I hear that right? That they're going to make electric Formula 1 cars? That sounds fucking stupid. Yeah, we're being linked with Tonali as well, aren't we? Not instead of Anderson, but Tonali is a quality player. He picks up the odd injury, though. Apparently, Elliot Anderson's a done deal. Apparently. I think it's a done deal. Do you know who I like? And I know everyone in the chat's going to disagree with me here. Almost everybody. But I've always been a big fan, because I've just seen the name Tchouaméni. And while I think he's a good player, I don't think I'd want him at City. But I would take Camavinga. Now, I know a lot of you are like, yeah, it doesn't even get in the Real Madrid 11 often enough. He does, but not very as often as, he's not a guaranteed starter for that Real Madrid 11. I just think his attributes are suited for the Premier League. He is a Premier League player. I don't think he's like a La Liga type player. He is a more suited to this season's Premier League. He would fit right in. He would be perfect with his energy, his physical presence, I think, I'm not sure we should sign him, but I do think he would be perfect Premier League player for somebody, 100%. And I'm a big fan of him. I do like him. Good player. But I don't think even Real Madrid fans like him that much. They often have bad things to say, but I'm not there. Valverde's a good shout. He's a good player. versatile as well, can play that fullback role, which we've seen. We've gone up against him at right back, haven't we? 6 minutes to go. City in control. Cherky's got the ball down the right wing, doing a few little flicks and tricks. Goes down. Pretty sure that's called cheating. Gets back up. Referee says, crack on, mate. I know. It's annoying, isn't it? It is annoying. He doesn't even score many goals either, by the way. That's like the one major aspect to his game that's a concern, is he just doesn't get enough goals. And then he does that. Bangs it in the bottom corner. Like, great finish. I just think like how good he is at Forest and how he stands out at Forest. I'm just thinking under a year of tutelage with Pep Guardiola, what a player Anderson could become. Semenyo's trying to burst down the left wing here. I think it's the first time... I can't remember the last time we saw Semenyo playing as a left winger, because he's come on... to replace Doku. I don't think that was a free kick there. I think Joe Linton won the ball there, and Joe Linton's fucking fuming. He's fuming, and I actually think he won the ball. Semenyo tried a bit of, like, footwork. No, he didn't. He didn't win the ball. He didn't win the ball. Sunji, hi, man. I used to go to his Chinese. He owned a Chinese restaurant not too far from where my parents lived. And I used to go to his Chinese. Sunji, hi. What a player, man. I always remember how he tilted his head back when he ran. Like he was that fast that his neck like bent backwards. Like, because of the resistance. Because he was running. Cherky! Shot is blocked, but he always like ran like it always looked funny. Go on. Nathan Ake, shots blocked. It was bobbling around. Goalmouth scramble. It's all laughs and chuckles on the pitch. Ake and Cherky laughing at each other. Can't believe they've not scored. It's all a bit casual, this. I'd be pissed off. Jorginho, I'd be pissed off seeing City players like having a laugh and a chuckle on the pitch. But hey, we're playing well. We're playing well. Tell you what, I'm glad this isn't going to penalties, though. We need to talk about that, Nico, don't we? Ball in. Oh, and it's cleared. I think I already have spoke about it, and I think I said I'm the one person who doesn't want Spurs to go down because I don't want Arsenal fans to have an extra dose of happiness. I want them to, you know, if you're going to win the league, I don't want to hear them going on about, oh, it's perfect. We won the league and Spurs went down. Nah. But it's very much on the cards, man. Very much on the cards. And there's no guarantee they'll bounce back. I keep hearing Spurs fans saying they want to go down so they can hit the reset button and go again. Like, do you know what goes on in the Championship? Go and ask Leicester. Ask Leicester what it's like to bounce back. Do you know what I mean? You don't just bounce back because you think you're entitled to bounce back, man. You could stay down there for a bit. And with that stadium, what is it? 62,000? Even more, isn't it? Isn't it like 60, 65,000? I don't know exactly, but there or thereabouts. This monstrous stadium that's going to have, what, 20,000 people in it at best. Cherky gives a free kick away. Newcastle have got an opportunity here. Crossing opportunity, because it's on the side of the penalty area rather than at the middle edge. That's the positive. From a City fan point of view, I get it. Like, obviously, we lose to them every bloody year. So we're looking at getting more points without them being in the division. But I still think... See, look at the Newcastle fans now. Look at them clapping and singing. See what I mean, chat? They're proper, man. They're proper fans. Like, their team has let them down today. And they're cheering and they're clapping. Like, you don't get those sets of fans anymore. I'd argue we used to be like that. We're not as supportive as we used to be. And listen, it's a bit rich of me as someone who doesn't go to the games anymore and to talk about atmosphere when I'm not there myself. That's a bit rich. Do you know what I mean? But as someone who was a season ticket holder, when I was a season ticket holder, ball in, it's cleared partially. My opinion still stands that we sort of just... We went to games, especially after Pep's like Centurion season. We sort of went to games like knowing we were going to win, and it was like, how many by are we going to win? And we grew a little bit entitled, and like we rocked up and was like, entertain me, like it's We've got a great bunch of fans at City, and I know we have, but the atmosphere is, it's at the Etihad. I was there like last season. I've been to the FA Cup games, but I mean, that's not a fair comparison because it's FA Cup against Exeter. But, ask Swansea City. Yeah, you don't bounce back. But the example, is relevant, but the point being is like clubs the size of Leicester and the size of Spurs in particular, because Spurs are a big club, man. They're big. Champions League, like reasonably often, they are a European outfit. They won the Europa League last year, man. So, I don't think they're great, but they're a big club, and I just don't think... I actually don't think they will go down. I think they'll blag it. I think they'll somehow survive. But going off recent form, and that's based on a weird sort of feeling that it's just because it's Spurs. Like, surely not. Surely not sort of vibes. There's no logic to why I'm saying they're not... I don't think they'll go down. I think they could. And it actually could happen. But deep down in my gut, I'm thinking... They'll blag it. They'll figure out a way to get away from trouble. And Semenyu's just spun liver. Man, no! Back post! Anyone there? Cherky! Can't shoot. Get another cross in. Left foot. Reinders! Oh, fucking hell, mate. You and your clogs, get off. Take your clogs off the pitch, man. Because the finishing from Jonny Reinders in this game has been woeful. Woeful finishing from Jonny Reinders again. But... I can't ignore the fact that he is always in a great position, isn't he? He's always in a great position to receive the ball with space. He always gravitates to space. So that's a great skill, that, from Jonny Reinders. But the amount of times City players find him in space, and then he just fucking whiffs it over the bar, man. He's got to sort that out. Because he's got a good number of goals this season as well. Just imagine how many he would have had he been a bit more, consistent with his finishing. He's missed so many easy chances this season. 3 in this game, where he's got to at least hit the target. That's 4 or 5 yards over the bar. The one in the first half he dragged wide. A few little toe pokes here and there and finishes. He needs to do better with that. He needs to do better. But yeah. City have won this game. 5 minutes of injury time, by the way. Apologies for not letting you know that on the 90th minute. 2 of them have already gone as well. He could have had a hat-trick. You're absolutely right, Jake. It's frustrating because he's a good player to Jonny Reinders. He really is. Does anyone else think of David Silva when they think of Blackpool? Is it just immediately, as soon as I think of Blackpool, I think of David Silva? Chop. Whipping it bottom corner. Taking his shirt off and doing that. First goal for Manchester City. What a goal that was from David Silva. So good, that moment, wasn't it? I miss playing Blackpool. That was a laugh. That was a good laugh, playing Blackpool. And they weren't easy to beat. What's his face? Free kick to Newcastle on their own touchline. What's his name? Who's the manager? Forgotten his name. He's funny. Really funny. What's his name? Who's the manager who used to manage Blackpool? Who's like a barn pot. He's like a lunatic. And he's funny, though. He's a funny geezer. What is his name, man? You're going to say it in the chat and I'm going to be annoyed. Because I know it. Holloway. Fucking yes. Holloway. Ian Holloway. Yeah. Funny guy, man. I like him. Could do with a holiday, though. Scott, big up, mate. Hope you're good. He believes in ghosts and things like that. I don't know where he's managing now, Ian Holloway, but apparently he's set up like a CCTV system in the training ground to make sure there's no ghosts in the training ground. He's a fucking loony. And I love that. I love people who've just got a bit of a screw loose, but they're still sane. You know what I mean? You're not completely insane. You're just partly insane. Like me, really. I feel like that's why I like people like that, because I gravitate towards insanity, because I can relate to it. Because I don't feel like I've got all my, ducks in order, man. I'm not all there at times. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Swindon. Yeah, man. That's where he's at now. Google it. Ian Holloway and ghosts. Like, there is something going on about Ian Holloway and Swindon and ghosts. Like, apparently there's a ghost at Swindon. Ghosts, man. Do you reckon ghosts exist? Nah. It's bollocks, isn't it? Aliens, though. They've got to exist. They have to. They'll just be blobs. That's what they'll be. They'll just be blobs. Come on, blow your whistle, ref. That's got to be the game. They'll just be like matter. Like little... Not like Joan Matter. Like Joan Matter the alien. Like a very pleasant Spaniard that's very polite. City have won! Great stuff. Into the quarterfinals we go. Away at St James's Park. Manchester City have knocked out Newcastle. And I am a little bit surprised, in all honesty. A little bit surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised by that result. And the performance. Because that was one of the... there was an hour spell. The first half an hour of the second half. And there or thereabouts. And the last 15 minutes of the first half. Where we flipped the game on its head. Savinho, as I think it's Graham very correctly pointed out. He... individually flipped the game on its head. Great performance from Savinho. The goal was hilarious. Almost admirable how funny it was. The celebration followed it up with a brilliant bit of completely over the top arrogance from Savinho to be going after it just hits him. Hilarious. But the fact that we have got this capability now to just... I'm concerned about the opening half an hour, and this isn't the first time we've started a game like this. We played Newcastle recently in the Premier League, and we were sloppy in the opening half an hour at the Etihad. We were the same against Leeds. We rode our luck. Think about the Dominic Calvert-Lewin chances that he had in those opening half an hours of the game. This whole second half FC thing, that's gone now. Stop it. Second half FC, that's finished. Because we've been better in the second half, I think, for about a month. We've been better in the second half. I'd argue the first half we've been sloppier, and we were very convincing in our game management in the second half. Very convincing. And I said, Pep, don't make the changes. He's made 10, and we've won 3-1. So hats off to you. Hats off to the players that have absolutely delivered. In a game that was very ugly, they've just beaten United with 10 men, with 10 men. United who haven't lost yet under Michael Carrick. They got the job done. They've taken points off the rags. Big up to Newcastle for doing that. And big up to Jorginho and all the fellow Geordies that, watch this channel if you do. Got a lot of respect for them. But this is never an easy fixture. Away at St James's Park, we go into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup with a very, very, overall, a convincing performance. There's definitely a concern, like a blotch on the 90 minutes to look at and think why were we so sloppy in those opening half an hour? And I would say it's because of the changes, but how quick did they turn it round? Savinho, man, he showed a big cojones today. Big pair of balls, man, for Savinho today. He was dancing round Lewis Hall at times. He lost the ball to Lewis Hall on a few times as well, but he beat him in some very, very, very dangerous moments of the game. Caused a lot of problems, scored the goal, created danger outside of it. He tried to get... He was robbed of an assist by Reinders, I think, twice. Reinders, one was a definite robbery where he fed it in. It should have been 2-1 straight after the equaliser. And Reinders puts it wide. he had actually an all right game. I thought Johnny Reinders did everything but finishing right today. His positioning, his vision, his overall contribution to the build-up play was good from Johnny Reinders today. Just his finishing is such a letdown. It really makes the whole performance feel like going off your memory. You just remember those moments he should have scored then, he should have scored then, should have scored then. And it just makes you think he played badly. I don't think he did play that badly, but the finishing can't be ignored, man. He's got to sort that out. The one at the end as well with, was it Cherky who laid it off to him? And he just smashed it over the bar. He had time, he had space. There's no excuse for getting your foot underneath the ball like that, man. Just concentrate. Just hit it cleanly, mate. Just drill it hard, low, keep it down. Yeah, he's got to work on that. But defensively, I felt like we were good. Controlled the game brilliantly in the second half. I don't feel like... You could probably tell by the way I was talking to you in the second half that we just weren't under threat. There was no real genuine threat to, concern yourself with in that second half. I felt like we deserved to win over the course of the game. And Pep making changes, and it's great news for the squad. The belief the fans will have now seeing players coming on, because we were slowly edging towards that 11 is trustworthy. The rest, I'm not so sure. And I think a lot of people were feeling like that going into this game, and that's why I was, because that's why I didn't want to see the changes, because I didn't have the trust in the players that are, waiting in the wings, those substitutes that are just they're there, the likes of Nico Gonzalez, who didn't put a foot wrong today. A very simplistic performance from Nico Gonzalez today. Kept it simple, nice and steady. Nothing that's of concern, but, didn't blow anyone away or tear up any trees today. He was just good job. But considering how long he's not been getting game time for, that deserves a little bit more respect, to come in and just deliver a good, solid central midfielder's performance after, you've barely been on the pitch lately. So the fact that he's been sat there waiting patiently, getting, giddy at the idea of playing, and then coming on and not being overly zealous, trying to prove a point, trying to do too much to get into the thinking of Pep Guardiola, just doing your job, man. And he did it very, very well. Nico O'Reilly's a welcome addition. He was a physical presence in that midfield today. Doku was better in the second half than the first half. First half, he was really poor. Jeremy Doku, he's very poor. Kept giving it away. Touch was a letdown. Every time he did get it under control, he made a mistake. Dribbling wasn't at his best. So not great from Jeremy Doku. Marmoush was anonymous in the first half, but bang. Second half, absolutely introduced himself to the game and reintroduced himself to the Newcastle fans, who are, they're going to be sick of the sight of Omar Mamouche, because he just loves scoring against them, man, doesn't he? He just loves it. I think that's 6 now for Marmouche against Newcastle. He's only been here for a year. We signed him last January and he scored 6 goals against Newcastle. Unbelievable. Big up Jeff. Busy family day. Had to pop in to keep a streak alive. Oh, mate. Big up, man. Are you keeping a streak on the channel, man? Why have I suddenly got a blocked nose? Suddenly, really allergy. Oh, don't be getting all anaphylactic. Can't be doing with that. Ghosts are real. Les Dawson was performing at the Sunderland Theatre and saw the ghost of Sid James. Really? Well, ghosts are real. Marmouche was a fucking ghost today, wasn't he? And fucking scored. 2. So, ghosts are real. Absolutely. But the one you're talking about sounds like complete bollocks. Invisible Man. Because we will follow the Invisible Man. We're not really here. Do you know where that stems from? The Invisible Man. We're not really here. It stems from, I believe, this is what I've been told, because I was at the game, so I didn't hear the commentary. But it stems from the commentary of the Gillingham game, where the commentator said, look at the City fans, it's like they're not really here, when they were 2-0 down. And then we pulled it back, and 2-2, went through to penalties, and then the rest is history. And from that point on, we went on to, become the greatest force this country has ever seen in footballing terms. But yeah,
in terms of telling the City fans that we're not really here, and also the continuation of the fact that we have no fans. We're not really here, man. It's good. I love that song. I love the meaning behind it as well. Foth Norbert, I forgot Cambiasso, but I think he is a left back. He plays right back as well. You're talking about Andreas Cambiasso at Juventus. He can play both sides, very similar to Livramento, but you're not ticking that homegrown quota box with Andreas Cambiasso. But we were close to signing him. Was it last summer or was it the January of before? I can't remember which transfer window it was, but we were really close to signing him. Really close. And he's a good player. I haven't watched him lately, to be fair, but I obviously did a bit of watching like when we were getting linked with him, and I looked at him in more detail, and he's versatile, can play in midfield, ticks the box for that. Pep loves all that, doesn't he? But in terms of being English, we seem to be looking at English players right now. Elliot Anderson and Tino Livramento. We've signed Mark Gay, another one. And Semenyo is homegrown, so we're trying to fill that, homegrown, because we're obviously going to lose John Stones. I think Calvin Phillips is one of those that's eventually going to be gone. I felt sorry for him, by the way, after his Sheffield United. Was it his debut? But he got a red card, man. Like, we ruined him, didn't we? we fucking ruined Calvin Phillips, man. I do feel bad about his career, just like dying at Manchester. Hey, if I go and have a look at his bank account, I don't think I'll feel too bad for him, in all honesty. If I saw his bank account, I'd be like, you know what? Enjoy your money, mate. Go on. We had a laugh, didn't we? But for the footballer, I feel a bit sorry for him. I do. It's gone, mate. It's gone. We don't have a problem in the second half anymore. Pep Guardiola has absolutely fixed it, but I would argue the way we start games right now is a concern for me. We really have started to, cross that white line in the opening moments of a game and just not quite get up to the speed of the game. We start slower than the opposition. We did against Newcastle, we did against Leeds. Forest, we were like, it was a bit 50-50, but there was still the odd moment in the opening spells of the game that Forest concerned me as well. But not to the extent of Leeds, because Leeds bullied us in those opening 25 minutes or so, and they should have gone 2 or 3 up, in fairness to them. But they didn't. That's the game. And then once we got hold of the game, we just dominated after that. Very similar patterns of play in terms of the timing of the spells, like the ups and downs, like the control of Manchester City versus the opposition. Leeds in this game was very, very similar in terms of the timing. But yeah, Omar scoring 2 goals again. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Trafford wasn't really called into question. Saw a good few passes from him, actually. I didn't really speak about that. There were some passes that he played that were good, and they weren't short ones. They were pretty long. Some were on the deck. He played a nice ball, a couple of nice balls like on the floor. A good 40-50 yard pass that he drilled into a City player. A couple of long balls that got a bit of height to it as well. That was good. So again, another indication of the squad that we've got. I would like Trafford to stay at the club. I don't feel like we've treated him very well. That second goal from Marmoush is an absolute bullet, isn't it? Like, it's just rocketed past him. Great finish. Great finish. Yeah, big up Sam. Liverpool as well. They're through. They beat Wolves. And you can't trust Liverpool right now. You just can't trust them. Really? I'm surprised you're saying that, mate. And I think a lot of people would disagree with you. Me being one of them. I don't think Doku played well. Certainly not in the first half. He was better in the second half, Voyo. I think he was better. And that's as far as I'm willing to go. I don't think he was good by any stretch. Certainly not fantastic for me. No. But hey, you're entitled to your opinion, man. And we all see football in different ways, don't we? But I didn't see enough from him. I saw poor quality from him in the first half in particular. Poor touches, not enough quality when he did get the ball under control. One nice pass to Reinders was a good ball in the first half from Doku. That was a good ball. Reinders tried to toe poke it past Ramsdale. That was good from Doku. But outside of that, it was not really.
Not really. He's on the top 3 centre-backs in the world. I think he's a bit off that at the minute. I mean, we need to see him more. We can't really say that without him getting the game time. You know, there's not enough evidence. There's not enough backlog of proof to suggest he's up there with the best, because you need to have him playing for like a season at least of game time. And Doku did get the assist. He did get the assist for the equaliser. You're very right there as well. Completely neglected to mention that. Very true. I still don't think he played well, but got himself an assist. Great stuff. Kwanje, big City fan from Jamaica. Love this club. Big up, Kwanje. Appreciate that, mate. And big up to you in Jamaica. Big up, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, good performance overall. We, got a little bit fortunate with the start to the game, but we did deserve to win it over the course of the game. I'm surprised at Newcastle, going off how they played against United, the tenacity that they showed, the never say die attitude that they showed. I felt like they just gave up a little bit in that second half. They didn't offer much threat, and I felt like we contained them very well. That John Stones has got blood dribbling down his leg there, but buzzing, man. Big up, Andy. I'm looking forward to being a granddad. My son's 8, so it shouldn't be happening anytime soon. But yeah, it's one of the perks of being a granddad, is definitely like looking after children then, but handing them back, filling them with sugar and sweets, and then when they get too hyper, I'm like, I'm done. There you go. Give it back. But yeah, man, future blue incoming. Congratulations, Andy, mate. I'm happy for you, man. Great stuff. But yeah, great stuff indeed. Second half FC gone. I don't see that as a thing anymore. We've managed to eradicate that tag. I think it's a self-imposed tag. Our fans put it on us more than the rivals did, because we obviously are a little bit more aware of it. But I'm thinking of a few games in a row here now where there's just not been a decline in the second half that has been there before. There's a change in patterns potentially in terms of like the flow of the game. We might have to be a little bit more pragmatic and defensive in our game management of the second half. But that doesn't mean you're playing badly. Just switching gears a little bit and having to admit, right, time to defend a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Maybe hit them on the break. But the game management was really good. I felt like really, really good. I've just seen that highlight. That ball from John Stones. What a pass. Savinho in the second half. How is he not finishing that? I can see why he's trying to pass it to Reinders there. You know what the thinking is, but it's like, mate, that shows the confidence isn't real. Like, it's not there in him. Like, he doesn't truly believe in himself, because an instinctive, confident winger would be running onto that and thinking nothing but first-time strike. I'm going to drill this, whip it round Ramsdale, or shape my body to look for the far corner, but drag it a bit further into that near post instead. Something. Other than, trying to do the clever, unselfish thing and squaring it to Reinders. A real confident winger would have buried that, or at least taken a shot and hit it on target. They might not have finished it, but like that showed that he didn't truly believe in himself in a situation where, the chance of it being a goal was, if you shoot, it's a good 80-90% chance. The pass to Reinders made the chance become a 10-15% chance of going in, because he was surrounded by 2 Newcastle players. So I don't know what he's thinking. But hey, Savinho played well. Overall, he played well. That was one moment, but he turned the game around. Next up, Madrid. Yeah. I feel like we're going to beat him over the 2 legs. I feel like we're going to beat him. I am happy with him. I'm happy with the defence. I thought Núñez went wandering for their goal. I need to look back at why was he so high up the pitch. I need to go back beyond the pass, because I'm assuming Núñez had just given it away, or we'd given it away somewhere else on the pitch, and Núñez had started to push forward. But I was looking at the chat, and a split second later, I'm looking at Nunes being near the halfway line. The other back three of the back four were in a line, and Nunes was like miles up the pitch, and they just played it into the inside channel, and Harvey Barnes just had all this space to just run into and just slot it in the top corner. So I don't know what Nunes was doing there, but he settled down after that. He settled down. Oh, really? So, resting. That's good. I hope I'm reading too much into it. I just feel like, why would you not even be on the bench? It's a mad one, that. Like, saving him for the travel. Like, good. Good. I hope he's happy. That's all I care about, is just the, you know, the everything being a happy house, you know, within the City camp. Everyone's happy. There's no, like, training bust up. Someone was suggesting arguments or rumours around Haaland and, you know, not being happy. That's what you want to see, man. Good to see. If he's happy and he's at home and he's been instructed to stay at home, whatever the thinking is, as long as there's not something else and we're being lied to for the sake of keeping something quiet. But, you know, as long as he turns up against Real Madrid, no problem. No problem at all. Especially considering we've just beaten Newcastle 3-1 after making 10 changes. Great stuff. Great stuff. Right, player ratings in the morning. Make sure you're tuning in for that. Big up to every single one of you that have tuned in. We're nearly at 900 likes. If you can, hit the like button. Massively helps. Please do that. Thoughts on Savinho? JXS has asked. I've gone into it quite a bit already, mate, but good. Very, very good. I think Graham put it perfectly really early. He's the one who flipped the game on its head. You know, in a moment of the game where we were struggling, he turned it round individually, you know, and not just because he scored. Literally, he did turn the game on its head because of that goal. It was quite a fortunate goal. Not a very pretty goal. Hilarious, actually. A hilarious goal. But he deserved the goal, regardless of how it went in. He deserved the goal because he was playing well. He was a big threat, carrying that ball, beating Lewis Hall more than he wasn't beating Lewis Hall, and, you know, causing problems for Newcastle. And he had a reasonably good game. Second half could have been better, but, you know, still good. Yeah, so appreciate the super chat as well, mate. But yeah, make sure you're tuning in for the player ratings in the morning. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to, like, yeah, there's lots of positives to talk about for players and some negatives as well, because I still think this isn't far from a perfect performance. Far from it. But it doesn't matter. We're still in the FA Cup. We can still win the quadruple. We drew Newcastle away, man. That's like one of the worst draws you can get in the FA Cup, really. But, you know, it's up there with one of the worst. And we've progressed. We are now into the quarterfinals. Looking forward to seeing who we get. I'm not sure who we can get outside of Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Before I shoot, let's find that out. Who else won? Because we've got a load of games tomorrow, haven't we? We've got Fulham, Southampton, Leeds, Norwich. No point really looking at it now until we find out, because Port Vale, Sunderland, and then on Monday you've got West Ham, Brentford. So there's two Premier League teams getting knocked out. Obviously earlier today Brentford went through. Last February they went through. Earlier today, Arsenal went through. Yesterday, Liverpool went through. Chelsea have went through. So yeah, they're the four teams I expect to see in the semi-finals, unless we draw each other. Arsenal, City, Chelsea and Liverpool. You're just hoping Chelsea, Arsenal or Liverpool, Arsenal, and we get Port Vale. I'll take that all day long. Take that in a heartbeat. Yeah, right. Now I am actually going. Player ratings in the morning. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so. Big up to those that have done, because you've got us over 900 already. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, let us know your thoughts if you're watching after the fact. How did we play? What do you think of the performance in the first half an hour? How well did we turn it round? Second half game management. Lots to talk about. So much positives. Few negatives in there, but more positives than negatives. Absolutely buzzing. Into the quarterfinals we go. Still in the FA Cup, buzzing, man. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.